Yo, what up, y'all? Thank y'all so much for dropping by, man. So today I want to talk about Fable. So now it's this thing came out, right? That first Fable was the female character, going to probably be the female character only. The game been in development for a while. Now that they released all the new footage, you're allowed to create a character because of all the backlash, all the woman activist movements, boss chick movement that they had going on. All the boss women have to be, they have to be boss chicks. Now that they got rid of that and they made it to where now you can create your own character from what they're saying. I'm hearing people say they added that feature in there because first of all, wasn't Fable always a man character? So when I played Fable, I don't really recall ever really being a female character there. So I was kind of confused when I was like, why did y'all switch to a female lead world, a female protagonist? Like I'm just like, okay, now we see where it's going because it was in the middle of all this woman empowerment, boss chick, woken up, all the games, DEI. It was in the middle of all of that, and Xbox and Microsoft is known for pushing that. So now that everybody is kind of like sitting back, like thinking, like, is this another movement? Is this a woman empowerment, boss chick movement? Because we've seen what they're doing to The Witcher, and everybody trying to come up with an excuse. Oh, she always been in this show. She always been this. She always been that. Okay, but we're used to The Witcher. You're used to. That's like taking God of War and putting a woman character, a female boss chick in God of War now. You're gonna look like why? Why? What was the point of that? Like you are splitting your fan base in half. And so that's all the controversy with the woman. They feel like it was woke. They feel like they are against male gazing. That's what all this bull crap is over. It's a bunch of woke activists in the gaming industry, and they refuse to push them out of the industry, so they try to cover it up by breadcrumbing us with these little features. But in the end, they still want to push their little woke agendas. So then they do have the whole entire all the fanboys in the gaming industry, the fans in the industry upset because it's like you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Like I always say, if something ain't broke, don't fix it. Why are you trying to reinvent the wheel when you already had a winning recipe? You could have just left Fable how it was. See, when you give it to a new developer, I'm pretty sure Playgrounds, they gave this game to a Playground, and for what I'm saying, they're gonna do good with like Forza. Of course, Forza is going to be a banger, but when you're giving this IP to somebody else, they're going to have a different vision for the game. They're not going to have the same old early 2000 vision for the game. A whole different studio. That's why they're having so many problems with GTA. That's why they're having so many problems with Red Dead Redemption 3, trying to get new developers and new writers in there because of stuff like this. And when you are injecting Sweet Baby Inc. and all these woke activists into the gaming industry, and they come with their vision, which is woke and trash that don't no clearly didn't nobody want to see. And the facial expressions were ugly. But when you see the main character that plays the created character or the main protagonist in Fable, she looked okay. But when you go in the game, she looked busted. She looked busted, man. So everybody is like confused. They all looking around like, why does she look like this? Like, this it's ridiculous to have a female boss chick. You know, the game looks fire, but at the same time, it's missing stuff. It's like when they tried to do the Justice League game. When they tried to, you destroy all of your favorite characters, but you never get to play with Batman. You never get to play with Wonder Woman. You know, you never get to play with Superman or Green Lanterns of the world. That just should have been, the squad versus Brainiac. They should have took Justice League completely out of that game. But you see what happened when you hire all these woke activists into the gaming industry. They come to destroy everything. That's all they come to do. They come to push their agenda in hopes that 99% of the fan base, or at least 50% of the fan base, is gonna like it. And then when we say we don't like it, oh, now you're a hater, you're anti this, you're a bigot, you're prejudiced, you're this, you're that. And it's like, what? You came into our gaming industry. You are ruining our hobbies that people work hard 9 to 5 jobs. They come home, they just want to relax, Netflix and chill or hop on the game. They don't want to see an agenda pushed in their face. And we went over and over and over that. And that's why the gaming industry is collapsing due to corporate greed, woke agendas, woke activists. Flat out. AI is taking over. So now what, the next Fable is going to be a robot? The next Fable is going to be a robot? So now y'all sitting here saying, you know, we want to go with this woman character, a new protagonist. It ain't like, she's a companion to Fable like the first guy. But it's so old. Even if I go back and jump into it, they took the story somewhere else. It probably don't even feel like Fable anymore. Because you got such a big, vision change. The visions have changed and everybody is like, well, maybe they're trying to fix it. Maybe they're trying to go back and polish it, make the combat better, make it feel like you actually is going to grab the player. Whoever plays this game is going to grab their attention and they're going to be locked in into beginning to the end of the game. So they said it's a lot of cool features, a lot of cool things to do. You can have kids and all that stuff, but the creator, to create your own character is awesome. But at the same time, it's like, why didn't you do that in the first place? And why did you advertise a busted up woman, main character that you knew, you had to know this was going to go south. You had to know this was going to be a bad idea. Like, whoever was in the studio, you cannot tell me the whole entire studio that's working on this game, nobody knew that was going to be a bad idea. They cannot be that out of touch with the game. If they are, we're going to have a long next generation. Going into the next generation, if it's going to be woke activists making trash mixed in with AI, they are completely destroying our favorite hobby. Like, it's going to have fanboys upset. Whoever is a fan of the game, period, because it's on everything now. Fable's coming on everything. It ain't just going to be on Xbox no more because, Xbox had to sell out because of Microsoft, corporate greed at the top. They just want to try to make all that Call of Duty money back. So they had to sell out on their entire fan base. And you can't say anything because they don't listen unless the game don't sell no copies. And then they go back and say, oh, well, now we apologize. Now we're going to do better. Now we're going to start woking up everything. Now we're going to stop pushing the agenda. Now we're going to fire Sweet Baby Inc. and get them dirty bastards out of the gaming industry for destroying, $200 million games like the Squad and the Justice League game. And it's just crazy, man, that I remember back in the days, man, that's why we got to get back to more old school retro gaming, bro. Like, this shouldn't even be a thing, but it is. It's like, why is this even a thing? Like, it's like, what? Like, why is this even a thing? Like, why are we battling with activists invaded? They got kicked out of the movie, TV show industry, comic books. Now they came to gaming. And now it's like they are destroying every entertainment that we have for an out to not be stressed out because of work and just life in general. They are destroying everything. You can everything that these woke activists touch, they destroy. And then you got one half trying to defend it. Well, I don't care about playing with a woman. You see, you are part of the problem. The same people that said that is why we are getting trash, broken games, woke games, activists invading the gaming industry, ruining our hobbies. This is why. Because you have people that actually give pushback on the people that's right. And it's like, oh my goodness, man. It just don't make any sense at this point, bro. It don't make any sense, bro, at this point. Why even do that? Why even put yourself in a position for us to have to critique every little detail now and look at it like, hey, is this a woke move? Is this woman empowerment? Is this woke activist? Is it trash? Is it going to be a DEI hire? Like, what? Like, it's so confusing. That we should not have this type of confusion in the gaming industry. Now we get to create the player after the backlash on all this ugly character that you advertised to the world, and you already know the Sony ponies was gonna roast this game because it was like, oh man, y'all woke as hell over there on Xbox. Like, even though Spider-Man ain't no better, but Spider-Man is a bigger IP. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, man. It I don't know. We'll just have to see. But I just want to touch on that, man. Peace.